Yes, indeed, we are here. It's a little weird being here, though, because it's still sunny outside, and that's not usually how I roll with Game Over. But today, I am very honored to have two very, very special guests from way far away from where I am. Well, it's like a quick boat ride. Just don't take the Titanic or anything. You'll be fine. Today's episode of Game Over is episode 6. It is none other than Sammy in the Cloud versus Eli Levy, two people that I'm sure you all have come to grow with and love in their very unique individual ways. So I can't wait to get started. Let me go ahead and bring them in. First and foremost, I will bring in Sammy, who is rocking a fantastic Union Jack background, by the way.
Thank you very much for having us. Yeah,
absolutely. And, not to be outdone, Eli is in the building.
What is going on? I saw Sammy flexing his UK pride, so I'm here with a nice Danish Tuborg.
Are you old enough to drink?
I was going to say.
In Denmark, we don't have a legal drinking age. So, yeah, I am. By the way, I'm 19, so I can both buy and drink alcohol in clubs and wherever I am.
That is absolutely the appropriate age to start drinking in Denmark. I
agree. Not necessarily in the US where Ryback is. But
I began drinking when I was 14, so that's the appropriate
Eli,
age. No,
you're not supposed to tell people that.
In Denmark, it is very appropriate.
All right. Well, there's different cultures, so I think it's appropriate here too. I get my kids drunk all the time. Don't tell anybody that. I'm just playing.
Don't tell anyone that. He says on the live stream.
Definitely not going to be a good thing. So, hey, thank you guys. I've said it to you a couple of times. Really appreciate you both stepping up to this. Sammy, you've definitely supported me for quite a while now, and it was definitely one of those things. You were near the top of my list to get you on the show. Eli, you've been a huge supporter of the show ever since day one. You were constantly in the chat, pumping me up, helping me keep score, doing everything. So you guys were a great matchup. I was really excited. And then I come find out that you guys had a little bit of a competitive rivalry going on. So I don't know where it came from, but this is going to be great.
I don't know where it came from either.
No, I can't. I think it's so long ago now. We've kind of just grown into it, and we've forgotten how it started. This is the latest in a long line of battles between us two, I think.
I agree, especially because we know Eli's age now, and yours is still a mystery that maybe we'll find out later. I don't know.
Maybe.
I know there's one person in this room right now that definitely wants to know. That guy. So we'll find out. So guys, hey, let me go ahead and drop you off. Let's go ahead and get the show started. We'll go over the rules before we start, and then we'll see who wins. So let me drop you guys off. I'm missing something here. What am I missing? Parting shots. You guys got anything you want to say to each other? Now's your time.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I was going to say don't stay up too late, but you're normally watching this show at, what is it, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. for you? And yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, you guys are like Squids and Dr. Spaceman last week. You're too terribly nice, and we're gonna get you guys at each other's throat by the end of this. Trust me. All right, here we go. Sammy, I'm going to take you out. Eli, I'm going to take you out. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's early. Well, for the Americans, I know it's late overseas. If you're in here watching, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. This is episode 6 of Game Over, Sammy versus Eli, and it comes your way right now. Oh, yeah. Let's bring you back. Let's bring you back. See, I'm not really good at this whole StreamYards thing, so I gotta do it slow motion. So we've got Jeff is in the chat. We've got Anthony in the chat. He's saying, let's go. Let's do this. Guys, I hope you're excited. So here is the deal. I am going to ask each of you 10 questions. The questions can range from a game, a developer, a publisher, a character in a game, Stadia tech, whatever. It has to be directly pointed back to Stadia in some way, shape, or form. So I hope you've been brushing up on the old shows. I hope you brought your notepads, even though you're not supposed to use them, but I can't see what you're doing with your hands. And when we get to the tiebreaker, if we get to the tiebreaker, the first to answer, it's a race to see who gets to answer first. So if you bing in first and you answer the question correctly, you win. You answer the question incorrectly, the other person wins. And then we'll have a chat and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Perfect.
All good here.
All right. Sounds like a plan. So first things first, we got some business to take care of. Oh, by the way, I've got a special treat at intermission. You guys are going to want to watch this. So just remember the name Ray. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So first things first, I need to get some numbers from you so we can see who goes first. Sammy, since you're on the docket first, we will go to you.
7.
Okay. Eli.
8.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Only because I was going to do it to you. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well done.
Wow. That's the first time anybody's gotten it.
But I don't know if it's good or not,
Well, you're going to find out. I mean, everybody that's gone first so far, I don't know if they've won or not. I haven't paid attention. It'll be fine regardless, okay? We did a Twitter poll like we do every week just to gauge the interest of the fans. And this week, Sammy pulled in.
Rigged.
Sammy pulled in more votes. So
here it goes.
We'll see.
Used all of his alternative accounts.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and start doing #rigged on everything I do for the show because that seems to be a recurring theme for me. So, all right. So, Eli, you are going to get all of the questions that have A, and Sammy, you're going to get all the questions that have B. Okay? Sound like a plan? Whoops, I always do that. I always bring my mouse into the thing. Let's get the banner going because I forgot that last week. See, I told you I'm getting better and better, even though I got to talk about loud. Okay, here we go. Question 1 for Eli. Who was the day 3 host of Stadia's Good Stuff event?
They had 2.
They did, but they took turns.
Yeah, it was. Day 3.
Day 3, yeah.
Damn.
I actually revised this. Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, wasn't it both of them at the end? It was Lamar Wilson, and I can't even remember the name of the second one, so I'm just going to say Lamar Wilson. It was probably the lady.
So what's your answer?
Lamar Wilson. I don't remember her name.
The answer is Eli, Lamar Wilson.
Ooh,
that was a heck of a pull. I didn't think you would get that one.
No, I thought it was the lady because she had an annoying voice. So
yeah, no, she.
I know
she had the purple, right? She was all purple.
I know her. I'm not going to say just in case it comes up in one of the later questions.
Okay, I can tell you it's not.
Okay, it was Lauren Z. Slide.
Yes, it was. There you go. Good job, Eli. You are up 1-0.
I'm going
all
to
right.
That.
Sammy, your question is, one of the newest games on Stadia, Judgment, is a spin-off of what popular Japanese game series?
I believe, because I was looking through, I think majority of these games are on the xCloud, and one of them dropped onto Luna earlier today. It's Yakuza.
The answer is...
I got that right now.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's my final answer.
Yakuza is the right answer.
It is true. I updated the score.
You updated the score. Are you fact-checking me as we go along as well?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Eli, we got another one for you here. The highly anticipated game Sky Climbers will make its way to Stadia this year. The game was independently created by
Paratrope.
You're getting all the questions I revised for.
Dang, man, Paratope.
No.
Okay, I really tried hard to challenge you guys this week, and I am failing miserably. So that all important tiebreaker question is looking really nice. All right, Sammy, let's try you now. Question 2. Unscramble this Stadia game.
Hey,
You know I got to do it.
I love these anagrams because for some reason you managed to make them so complicated.
I try my best. I literally sit here with pen and paper and cross off letters like 4 and 5 times.
Which I'm going to be kind and not do myself. I'm going to do what I've done on all the other ones. I'm fairly certain that last word is supposed to be Chronicles. So it looks about right. Aha, Epistory typing Chronicles.
GG.
Man, you guys are good. What is going on? This is not fair. Not fair at all. I think that the show is going to need to take a different direction where I just go against both of the contestants because
I had it.
Man.
I tweeted you about the high score. I had it in the back of my head. Perhaps
you did.
Dr. Spaceman with his 2 random guesses at which years various franchises came out somehow gets it right.
He is an incredibly smart guy. I got to talk with him a little bit afterwards, and he has a great knowledge bank. So he was a great contestant last week. But you guys are holding your own right here, so let's keep it going.
Eli's keeping the pressure on. That's what it is.
I know, right? Eli, the Stadia release of Everspace was December 1st, 2020. What was the year of its initial release?
I mean, I don't know this for a fact. I'm not good at years, but people say that Stadia only gets old games, so I'm going to guess 2018.
Is that your final?
Yeah.
Sorry, my friend. Yeah. That's the first wrong answer, but you were really close, okay? So there is nothing wrong with that at all.
For what it's worth, I was going to guess 2019.
Okay, thanks.
So I wouldn't have got that either.
Good thing it wasn't your question.
No.
But that's okay, because now you do get one.
I get one now.
So your third question is, what rhythm game was developed and published by Merge Media?
Now, rhythm game is what narrows it down, because there's only been like 2 or 3 rhythm games in total.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was Avicii and Vector. I'm fairly, because I did a lot of reading about that one because I was going to stream it, but ended up not streaming it because of the copyright issues.
Right. I
don't remember seeing Merge Media's name in any of the stuff I was reading. Thumper is another one. Can't remember reading anything about who published Thumper, so it might be that. I'm just trying to think if there was any others.
No, you're good. You're good.
Missing out on. I'm going to stick with Thumper on the basis that if I get this right, I'm ahead. If I get it wrong, I'm still tied with Eli. So
that is true. That is true. I am going to let you know that you are going to be shocked when I tell you this answer. Floor Kids. It's Floor Kids, yeah.
Floor Kids. I thought there might have been one I was forgetting.
Now that I've said that, you can see where it's a rhythm game, but that's how it's classified.
It is, yeah.
So. Yes, I got 2
tricked us both off. Yeah.
All right. It's not my, I'm not being competitive here at all.
That 8 out of 10 record is looking a bit safer now.
It's still there, but as long as somebody doesn't get 10 out of 10, I feel like I've done my job. All right, Eli, let's check you out for your 4th question. This is your unscramble. Former Stadia Pro game. And by the way, when I say former, I mean that it's already been pulled back off of Pro, but if you claimed it, it's still there, right? So.
I know the game, but I can't work out what the
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Juno, Valhalla, something. Juno, Valhalla...
It's the 2 eyes in a row.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what's done it.
Yep.
But I've got it.
Juno, Valhalla. I'm not sure.
It's okay. Take your time. We got plenty of time.
I might pull a Sammy.
Uh-oh. What's that mean?
And can I
Hey,
write
mate.
it down?
Yeah.
I can't see what you're doing with your hands, so
No, I'm
I
just
didn't
gonna
write the last
it
one
down.
down.
May
I
I
thought I
write
might,
it down
but
with pen and paper?
he said he didn't write the last one down, so I'm gonna leave that to Sammy.
You can if you want.
See, look, such great sportsmanship. Now, Eli, English is not your first language, right?
No.
So this is even more impressive that you're able to do this.
Sorry, it was my mother.
No, that's okay. Hi, Mom. How's it going?
No, she's gone.
Oh, well, bye, Mom.
What the hell is the last word?
You will be kicking yourself when you see it. I suspect most people are with most of these anagrams.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Can I take a pass, or do you want me to guess?
I mean, you got to take a guess or you just get it wrong. There's no pass.
I'm going to say it is Juno, Valhalla. I used you.
All right. Well, you're
Strangely
already
enough,
wrong because you didn't have the first word correct.
Yeah.
It's not Juno. It's Jotun.
Edition?
Edition. Yeah.
Go ahead and look it back, and you can count the letters if you want. But yes, it's addition. So that's all right. We're still tied, right?
No.
At the moment, yes. You guys have one more
At the
question.
moment, there's the trash talk I was looking for. Yes. All right. Question for
Another
Sammy.
chance to get ahead.
What tower defense roguelike game just released on April 29th, 2021?
Question Sammy should know the answer to.
For 100, Alex.
Yeah. That's so recent. I don't like tower defense or roguelike games, but for a game so recent, I should know it. Again, it's frustrating because with Eli getting it wrong, this is another chance to get ahead.
That's right. That is correct.
29th. So what? Floor Kids was mid-April, wasn't it?
Eli, don't answer. But do you know what it is?
No, I didn't know.
Okay,
had a game release.
The look on your face was telling me you knew what it was. So
no, I'm just happy he might get it wrong.
There's no might about it. I will get it wrong. Which means for both of us, beating 8 out of 10 is out of the books.
I'm just glad I finally stumped you guys. This is good.
Yeah, well done. Well done. He says through gritted teeth. I'm gonna have to throw a complete pass. No idea at all.
All right. No idea at all. And what that will get you, sir, is Legend of Keepers: Career of a Dungeon Manager.
Is that even on Stadia?
That was a very loaded
I know that's on Stadia, but that's that
one was a tough one.
Yeah.
You remember what I told you guys before the game? It's all worked out exactly to plan. I wanted Eli to go first, so this is good. This is good. All right, Eli, number 5 for you. What national team was added to Football Manager 2020?
What?
It's got to be a national team. There was one national team added to Football Manager 2020. Are you a football fan, Eli?
By football, do you mean football with a foot.
I mean,
Soccer.
American soccer, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I played FIFA 13, and as far as I recall correctly, every national team has been on FIFA. I don't know about Football Manager. I'm not sure. By the way you phrased the question, I hope it's Denmark.
Is that your final answer?
So that's a big jump. I see where you're going with that. That's a big jump.
That is a big jump. It's not close at all, location-wise.
Yeah, go ahead. No, Iran.
Iran. Where did you run? That was a joke. Sorry.
No, but because originally I'm from Iran. I was born there, so maybe that's why you wanted me to get this question. I'm not
No,
sure.
I wanted you to get these because it was opposite of what the question was supposed to be for you. So it worked out to plan. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
So are you going to go with Iran as your final answer? Remember, it's still tied, so you're going to go with Denmark. Sammy, do you know what the answer is? You're a Football Manager guy.
I'm not. I'm really not. I do have the game, but I've not played it in ages, and I certainly don't know the national teams.
I think Duncan is going to be very disappointed in you if Duncan ever sees this, because the final answer, the actual correct answer, is Gibraltar. Yeah.
Fair enough. But no, that goes completely over my head.
Nobody would have gotten that one. Not even the great Duncan. All right. Still 2-2. I am on a roll here, guys. You're not getting any of my questions now. See, I lulled you to sleep with the easy ones.
We've answered more questions incorrectly than we have correctly.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if you can get back on the scoreboard here. Question 5 for Sammy. With that's supposed to say with. Sorry, typo. With the upcoming game, Life is Strange. Or no, it isn't supposed to say with. I said it right. Daggone, I can't even read my own daggone.
Stop second guessing yourself. Stop getting.
Will the upcoming Sammy's? I mean, Eli's got me stressed here because he's always making fun of me for all the stuff I get wrong. So this is another one. Will the upcoming game, Life is Strange: True Colors, be playable in first person, third person, or both?
My sister likes this game. She's played it on her PC. She streams it. I did talk to her, and I do remember the Square Enix showcase where it was announced, and then later on, the collection was announced as coming to Stadia as well. This was always coming to Stadia. I can't remember its first, third, or both. Trying to mentally remember the gameplay I've seen. I can't remember seeing any first-person stuff, so I'm going to go for third-person only.
All right.
Wait,
the second of those 3 options.
Before you reveal this question, how come your sister is streaming this when it isn't out yet?
She streamed the Life is Strange games.
So this is a sequel of some kind.
Yeah, not True Colors, but Life is Strange. I think 1, 2, and 3, or this is 3.
So this is a new entry in the franchise.
It will be, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, so third person is your answer?
Yeah.
Going into intermission, Sammy, you are taking a 3-2 lead because it is third person. Fortunately, you can thank your sister for this one.
I will let her know.
Probably the first time you've ever done that. So.
Yes. she's playing through Detroit Become Human at the moment, which is one of my favorite games on another platform.
Cool. Well, we have reached the intermission, so if you all need to grab a drink, take a stretch, rest your mind for a minute, that is fine, because I have a little segment of the show I'm adding. And, we've had 5 people that have failed at the game so far, and I never got the chance to talk to them. Some of them I really was looking forward to talking to. And so since I didn't get to ask my questions, I am going to let you know a little bit about our first episode I don't want to say loser, but that's ultimately what they were. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a chat about Ray. Ray3473, the gaming cyborg. I'm Ray3473, the gaming cyborg. And here's 6 things you didn't know about Ray3473. First up, he does not like games. It's all fake. He doesn't like games. He also likes short walks on the beach. He doesn't have the stamina for the long ones, apparently. He grew up in San Francisco, California, even though he says that he reps Oakland. His real name is Jay, so he is really just, he's just a liar as well. He really does know Cowboy's mom. That is apparently something you did not know. He really does know.
How does he know Cowboy's mom? That's the question.
That's something we're going to have to ask him later because he is a real cyborg. As a matter of fact, he has metal parts inside of him. And these 6 things you didn't know about Ray, none of them are true. Not a single one. But we love Ray. Ray's great. He's great for the community. He is fantastic. And I was really hoping that he was going to win. I tried everything in my power to get him to win because I really just didn't want to talk to Cowboy any more than I already do. And it didn't work out that way. So, Ray, when you watch this back, 6 things that the community didn't know about you right there. And I've got one more plug for our show next week. Guys, this is a big one, at least for me. Being a small streamer and being a small content creator, this was a really, really big announcement for me to make. So next week on Game Over, the suspense. We've got the Nerf report and Eddie Player One. Talk about following this show up, huh? Yes.
Bringing up the big guns to go after us, Eli.
Yeah. So episode 7 is going to come to you at a special time of 7 p.m. Eastern. Sammy, I know that is still late for you, and Eli, you as well, but we'll be coming to you an hour earlier than normal. We'll be bringing in Bryant, and we'll be bringing in Eddie. So that is going to be a great show because both of those guys have an insane amount of knowledge. So I'm really going to have to do good with these questions. So next week, hopefully you guys can check that out, even if it's on replay. All right, let's jump back into it. Eli, you are up with question 6. Speaking of the Nerf report, how many YouTube subscribers does the Nerf report have?
Okay, this is an easy one. I know he has over 6 and under 9, so it's going to be B, 7 something.
All right. I like your confidence, Eli, but you are wrong. It is 6.82 thousand.
If it helps, the last I heard, he had 3,000 subscribers. So
he just blow. And you know what's crazy is when I was looking at questions and I was thinking about doing this, when I was looking, he has like 200 Twitter followers, but his YouTube followers are off the chart. That's where his content is. So
that happens. Sonny's not got that many Twitter followers.
Yeah.
He's not as active on Twitter. I suppose Brian is quite active on Twitter.
Right, and he does the 2 accounts, right? Because he does the Nerf report stuff, and then he does his own, Bryant stuff. So yeah, that's crazy. He is not wrong. You're right, Jeff. He did say over 6, and 6.82 is over 6. So, but he actually said B, so I can't give it to him. You know how this works, Jeff. You were on the show. All right, so it's still 3-2. Sammy can start to pull. Sammy can start to pull away. What is the name of the alien you play as in Destroy All Humans?
I played this recently because I remember when the PlayStation 2, when the OG Destroy All Humans came out, and I wanted to play it as young as I was. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Eli's coming in and out.
Cough over my age there. But I can't. I played it recently on something else, and I can't remember the name.
I was extremely excited about it.
It's literally just come back to me. And it's now come back to me to the point where, do you want the numbers after the name as well?
Oh, wow. You got that much. No, you can just give me the name.
I'm fairly certain the name is Crypto.
Oh, it's Crypto. Dang.
You had me so worried there. That was a good bluff. Yeah.
4-2. 4-2. Hey, Eli, you still got time.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's 4 to go.
You just wait. The special questions are still coming, Eli. So
GG,
let's see what you got right here, Eli. 4 pro games were announced for June 2021. Which game is being developed by Roby Studios?
Oh, I know this because I
Okay.
saw a tweet. It's the shitty game called Blue Fire. No, because I watched the trailer. It looked like a shitty game. I'd never seen that.
It looks like a fantastic game.
That's the one I'm most excited
That's the one
about.
I'm most excited about too. But we like Outcasters, so that's probably why. Good job. See, you're right back in the game, Eli.
Well done.
All right. Here's
Thank
where
God,
it's going to start getting interesting.
Thanks, Twitter.
There you go. See, Twitter's good for something, right? Sammy, your 7th question is: what is the oldest classic car available to use in F1 2020?
And here I was expecting a Tomb Raider question.
Nope, definitely not.
No.
But you knew which question it was, didn't you?
Yes. Now, of course, I have to think about this because, of course, it's really embarrassing if I get this one.
It would be quite embarrassing since you tweet about this game an awful lot.
I do. So classic cars, I believe in previous games, I think they've had some of the 1970s cars in there, but I don't think they're in there. I think it's one of the Senna ones from a few years ago. It might well be the 90. Yeah, let's go from 1988 McLaren, and I'll show off now and be an F1 geek. It's the MP4-4/4.
How in the heck did
Yes.
you remember that?
Oh, he got it right.
He got it right.
Fuck.
That is one of the most dominant Formula One cars in history.
You got it. Eli, you're not out of it, buddy. You're not out of it. You still have a chance.
You're probably old enough to remember, or to have at least been alive when Ayrton Senna and Alan Prost were driving that car.
I remember that being shown on the news. Yeah. So
And obviously the antics they got up to in later years as well.
yes. Have you ever? Do you have? Well, maybe we'll wait. Just in case you win, I'll ask you that question later. All right.
He has one.
He has not won yet. You have to get the rest right, and he misses 2, and it's tiebreaker time. So come on, Eli. Let's go. We're rooting for you. Look, Anthony's saying, I love Eli in the chat. What famous British actor portrays the first elusive target in Hitman 2?
Sean Bean.
Come on, man. I knew you were going to get that one. I knew
Not
it.
even a hesitation.
I knew it. He is one of my favorite actors, period.
Yeah, I misread the question. I thought it said, which British actor betrays Hitman? And I would have corrected you and said that he is actually a Danish actor. But yeah.
Yeah, no. Have you guys watched Game of Thrones? Is that popular in your parts of the world?
I did the first 6 episodes of Game of Thrones. It was
not tough, huh?
Yeah,
it was tough. Yeah, but he's in the first season and he's fantastic in it. So.
Do I get a bonus point if
you do not get a bonus point for the accuracy and speed of your answer?
No, because I'm gonna say it anyways. The mission is called The Undying because Sean Bean is undying. Every time he dies, he gets revived.
I can tell you this, and let's see if you can answer this one. The question I was going to ask you is, what was? I forget it. Never mind. I'm not going to mess it up because then you're going to make fun of me. It was what was the I guess ability or something that was added into Hitman 2. There was something that added, like obviously the briefcase, you can carry big things, but there was something added to Hitman 2 that you could use. It was something to do with like flash explosives or something like that. I don't know. I was looking everything up. Okay. So
you did mention, Eli, you did mention about a Danish actor. Is that a Danish actor portraying Agent 47?
Yeah.
Who was that?
David Bateson.
I've always wondered. So
David Bateson.
David Bateson?
I just wrote it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Let me check.
Yeah,
This. My mouse is
SON.
Bateson.
I mean, he
Okay.
is a Danish citizen, but he's born in South Africa, and he went to acting school in UK.
Well,
Is
you
that
didn't
the
update
voice
the
actor
score.
or?
What?
You didn't update the score. It's now 5-4.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yes, it is.
let's go. All right, Sammy, you're up. 8B.
Yeah.
Come on. 2 teams developed Rock of Ages 3 Make and Break. 2 of these are the answer. 1 is wrong.
Okay. I played Rock of Ages 3. I think it was the second game I ever live streamed back in the day. Gotta admit, I didn't like it too much. I did a video afterwards saying that the game is kind of one of those that needs gyro controls in the controller as you're steering the rock down the courses.
I actually played the second one on the Switch, and I liked it a lot. This one's a little bit, it's a little different.
Ace team is ringing a bell, so I'm fairly certain one of my answers is going to be A.
Okay.
And then I'm really not sure about the other 2 because I don't think neither of those are ringing a bell or I've heard before. So it's going to have to be but I might also be wrong about Ace team, but it's a 50-50 guess between B and C. So I'm going to go A and B. So Ace team and Giant Monkey Robot.
All right. The correct answer is A and B. Good job. Eli, you're not done yet. You're not done yet. You got to get this one right, Eli. All right? You got to get this next one right. So let's get to it.
Come on, Eli.
4 games were added to Pro in February 2021. Which was not? One of these answers is incorrect.
Journey was, Enter the Gungeon was. I'm not sure about it must be Little Nightmares 2 because it launched in March. That's my question.
You're asking me the question, or you're telling me the answer?
No, that's my answer. I meant to say.
Your answer is B.
Yeah.
The correct answer is D.
Okay, GG, Sammy.
Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. Do you know which Lara Croft game it was, Sammy, that was released with these 3?
It was the other one. It's Guardian of Light.
It was. Yep.
Little Nightmares 2, to be fair, wasn't February the 1st. It was
right. It was later in the month.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yep. But still February Pro.
But I still thought that Nightmares 2 was released in March. So yeah.
Yeah, that was the big news of February. So, and it was big.
That was day and date Pro.
It was. Yeah. You're correct.
They didn't advertise it beforehand, so everyone else bought it elsewhere.
And that's the whole logo gate thing, right? So.
Yes.
We won't start that now.
No.
Okay. What is the score? Is it 6-4?
Yeah.
I think so.
6-4. All right. Well, game over. But let's go ahead and play this out real quick. Who is the community manager for Outcasters, Sammy?
Do you want her actual name?
You can give me what I got. Both of them in the answer, so you can tell me what it is. And if you get it wrong, that would be sad because you talk to her all the time.
I don't talk to her all the time. I just end up in streams every other Thursday. Really, if anyone's watching, go and check their streams out on Splash Damage's channel. The gameplay is what I call top tier and pro tier gameplay, to the point where it makes me look bad. And I think I'm reasonably good at the game, but the gameplay over there is absolutely brilliant. But I believe the community manager, the woman you see on the stream itself, is Pika Pies. Or I think her name is Sarah, or Sarah Dyer. Yes.
Pika Pies. Yeah, she's fantastic. And she really does a good job with her stream. She really gets the community interacting with her stream. So if you haven't before, join her stream and check her out. Let's give her a nice little shout out right here. All right, Eli, this would have been your last question, buddy. Just Shapes and Beats was initially released for Windows and Switch on what year? I should say in what year, not on. Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten this, but I would say something. I would have said 2018.
You would have gotten it. You would
You
have
would have
gotten
got
it. Sammy, your last
That
question.
would have really put me on the ropes.
Your last question would have been, what point-and-click adventure game released for Stadia on April 8th, 2021?
You know, I thought for a minute there I might be getting 8 out of 10. But I might, if I get this question right, I might just tie for the record, and I'd have to do a rematch with Dr. Spaceman. And,
Oh, man.
I don't think this is going to get me there. April 8. Trying to think what other games released about that time.
Yep.
So, I'm trying to imagine the blog post in my head. That's basically what it is.
That's okay.
Can I put you calendar? So it is Saturday.
He's got a calendar there with all the game releases. Look at him.
Not the game releases. No, just a. You can't see it. It's a picture of a kitten. You can't see it after all that. Yeah.
Nice.
The reason why is because I'm looking at May, not April. April's a Thursday. Point and click adventure game.
I will say, since this doesn't count, the longer you take to answer, the less time I have to talk to you.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't count, so I'm gonna have to pass.
All right.
And Ruva Dave, I could have beat Dr. Spaceman.
It was the Dark Side Detective. Yep. Well, that's okay. That is all right. So here we go.
Can we see the tiebreaker question?
No,
That's
you can't.
always my urge.
You can't.
Oh.
I've had the same tiebreaker question sitting here for 3 weeks, and I am not changing it until somebody gets to it. So you do not get to see it. Actually, you know what? I will go and show it to you because it won't make sense next week. That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
Oh, fair enough. Yep.
Yeah, that won't make sense
that won't make sense next week.
after Tuesdays or Mondays. So, all right. Does that make you happy, Eli? You got to see the tiebreaker.
You are very fan-minded.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, let me just say that this has been a ton of fun, and I am so glad that we were able to work this out. I'm going to remove you real quick, Sammy, so that I can just talk to Eli here. You were a great competitor, man. You did a good job. So thank you. I know it's late for you, and now you can go to bed because Eli, for you, it's game over, my friend. And I'm sure that I'll see you in a chat here soon, and we will get together and stream some games at some point, okay? Anything you want to say to Sammy or anybody else?
No,
Anthony's talking trash about you.
No, forget Anthony. But I want to say to Sammy that you did well. It was nice. It was nice to compete with him. Good.
He can hear you. All right. Well, you have a good night. I'm going to take you out of here now, okay? We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, Eli. All right. Let's bring Sammy back.
Victory!
Guess what, man? Victory is yours. This is also now your spotlight.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. So, Sammy, did you have fun?
I did. Thank you very much. And again, thank you very much to Eli. He was a great competitor. We've been great. He's so he can still hear me like trash talking. That's not going to happen. It was great fun. Make sure you get some good night's sleep. You've got school in the morning.
Absolutely. So this is the part where I get to ask you some questions. And if you've been asked these questions before, I apologize. I always tell everyone that because I don't get the chance to get into everybody's stream and hear everything they say. But my first question for you is, how did you go about getting linked up with Cloudy? That's what I want to know.
That's an interesting one. When I started streaming, I got a Facebook message from one of the guys at Cloudy. I can't remember who it was now. And this was back pretty much week 1, week 2 of streaming. So I think August 2020 for me. I looked through and I thought, I still don't know who I am. I don't know who Sammy is. At the time, Sammy on Stadia. I'm still trying to work that out. I don't want to throw myself into a group and all of a sudden be lost in that dynamic as well as trying to work out who I am.
Sure.
So I just said, look, not right this moment, maybe sometime in the future, but right at the moment, I'm happy with with just being on my own for a bit.
Okay.
It had always crossed my mind that I would like to join a larger group, something like a Cloudy or a Stadia Sources was at the time, or something like that. And then really the biggest opportunity arose when last week's winner, actually Dr. Spaceman, who was previously part of Cloudy, he dropped out mostly due to timings. As I'm sure you've experienced this week, trying to get us to arrange timings.
It's okay.
Dr. Spaceman being in Canada, the majority of Cloudy being based in the UK and mainland Europe. The timings weren't quite working out. He wasn't able to give enough to Cloudy, he felt, so he had to step back from that. That's a shame. We miss him, but it left an opportunity for me to sort of get my foot in the door, and from then it's taken off. Obviously, Duncan, Barry, Happy, Andy. We've got a few more people in there whose names I can't remember off the top of my head. Brandon, Cloud Gamer. They're a great bunch. I've enjoyed playing games, and I remember my first Cloudy play along back in the day when we did Grid on Stadia. I started winning all the races, and everyone had to up their game a little bit. I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. I mentioned to you before the show how I remember the Cloudy Awards, and I remember you coming in. You guys were all dapper. You had all your suits and ties on, and everything was so great. And having done this show, I know how much can go into the creation part of it, right? So my question for you is, how much work actually went into creating the Cloudy Awards, or the Cloud? I called it Cloudy. It's Cloud Awards, right?
We use the names interchangeably with Cloudy Awards, for Cloud Gaming Awards. And it's so great to hear people still talking about it. I was watching Meg's episode. She got a trophy out. We sent that to her. The amount of work that went into sorting out the Cloud Gaming Awards was probably 2 or 3 times larger than the amount of work that should have gone in, given the amount of time we had.
Right.
We had the idea for it literally a couple of weeks before the anniversary Stadia Super Saturday. Or at least that's the first time I was told about it. I assume it was decided recently before that. And we thought, let's do an awards show. And it kind of went, the ball kept going, it kept snowboarding from there. We went right up to the line in terms of the last minute, trying to find even someone to host, someone to give out some of the awards. We were trying to find the right person. I remember there being a long discussion about what categories we use. We talked about, do we expand it, because it wasn't the Stadia Awards, although all the awards that year ended up being about Stadia.
Right.
Do we want to broaden it out, maybe try and get someone from GeForce Now, or get something from Amazon Luna? In the end, literally, sorry, literally because of timings, we all had to abandon that and just focus on getting Stadia awards out there. The response to the awards was incredible. I'm still the only person who could see the votes as they were coming in. I was the only person who had access to that Google form. And I've said this a few times, but there was one category, and maybe one day, maybe I think after next year's awards, or this year's awards, I'll mention it, which category it was. But one category was decided by the final vote.
Wow.
And I mean, close, it was tied. It was close, and then literally 10 minutes before the deadline, it was a dead heat.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to get my vote in time.
Yes. So in one category in particular, in all the categories every vote mattered, but in one category in particular, every vote really did matter, because it really did come down to that final vote.
That'll be such an interesting story for you to tell one day.
I don't want to say it just yet.
Right. Whatever category it is, whoever did not get that one vote is going to be like, "Oh my God, Sammy!" So that's cool. So you're Sammy in the Cloud, right? But you do have a big emphasis on Stadia, right? You've come to like the tech, you've come to like a lot of the games. And so my next question for you is, what is your favorite part of Stadia so far?
In terms of favorite, I think just the ease of getting into it. When I was looking at getting back into gaming in pretty much about 2 years ago now, I was genuinely looking at a second-hand or a reasonably new but not fresh out the box PS4.
Right.
I was looking at that for about 250 quid, and all of a sudden spotted this thing called Stadia, which was half the price, wasn't going to be a generation out by, let's be honest, now, and was a big opportunity to get back into gaming at a lot lower cost.
Mm-hmm.
So the ease of it and subscribing to Stadia Pro and getting back into gaming, I think I'm indebted to Stadia for that.
Yeah.
In terms of why I keep focusing on it, it's because it's of how easy it is to use. It's not my only platform. I've got plenty of others I use now in cloud, and I've got a Switch. I've got a PS5 coming. I've tweeted about recently.
Nice.
I was fortunate to grab one of those. And
I actually saw that the other day. Yeah. It's the ease of use. It's always at your fingertips, right?
Yeah. I remember when it first came out, I was able to play it I was playing Destiny 2 in the office on a lunch break.
Yeah. It's crazy.
On my phone. And I'm doing this like it's normal, but even 6 months before that, it really wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
No, and I talk to a lot of people. I think that I think that in Europe and in other countries where Stadia is available, it seems to be a bit more popular than it is here in the US, which is surprising because all of the sweepstakes and everything they do is like US only, right? Because, Google headquarters are here. But every time, maybe it's just Twitter, I don't know, but every time I see people talking about Stadia, it's like your time zone and Eli's time zone. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm over here doing Stadia on
the grass is always green. The grass is always green on the other side, no matter which way you look at it. I look at people like Avery and the GSN now, Gaming Source Network guys, yourself, Dr. Spaceman, Ray. We talked about him earlier. You guys all stream for you. This show's normally on at 2 a.m. in the morning for me. Ray's normally on when I log in at work in the morning.
Right.
GSN will be going in about 10 minutes. Actually, no, they won't. They'll change their schedule this week, but but they have streamers going on throughout the night because they're all American and Canadian. Meg, I'd love to watch more Meg's streams, and I keep telling her, stream at a time that's more friendly to the UK.
Well, I don't know why you can't find a Meg stream because she streams just about 24 hours a day. So at least it seems like that.
She does a lot more these days. I think she started to listen to myself and Jem, who've got in a chat and said, stream for us. Yeah. Stream at a time better for us.
No, she does a great job. She was great on the show the other week too. So, all right, I've got 2 more questions here before we run out of time. What game are you most let me ask this a different way. What game do you want to see come to Stadia?
This is a question I've come across a few times, and I did answer this on Cloudy a few weeks ago, but I'll talk through it again because I love talking about it. Mm-hmm. We had an F1 question pop up. I'm a big motorsports fan. I think most people know that, big racing fan. One of the genres of racing which I don't see much of in gaming is endurance racing, which is exactly as it says on the tin. You have a car that's driven for a long period of time. Most of the time 6 hours, but a lot of big races do go on for 24 hours. And what they do there is they have a team of drivers, and at the pit stops, along with changing tyres and refueling the car, they change drivers occasionally as well. What I'd love to see is using Stadia and the power of cloud gaming, you'd be able to get in a team of 3 or 4 people. One person drives the car for their stint. The others can watch along through some sort of Stream Connect or split screen multiplayer. And then when it comes to their turn to get in the car, they can take over and press a button at the pit stop, jump in the car, and they're carrying on. You can do.
So you're thinking like Le Mans style?
Le Mans 24. I'm trying to keep it as generic as possible because if I say Le Mans or LMP prototypes, people might not quite know what I mean.
Right.
But in terms of a game that could fully utilize the power of the cloud, I think that's one that I'd like to see.
I remember a friend of mine's dad, every time Le Mans came on TV, he would literally stay up for the entire 24 hours and watch Le Mans. And we'd come through the living room, 10 times, and he's still in the same chair watching it. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're insane. But then there's another, I don't know what the race is over here. There's like a desert race that's kind of along the same lines where, they've got like big dune buggy almost cars, and they've got all the equipment on the car. If they break down, they have to sit there and fix it. It goes through the night, through the desert, which is really scary and all. I'll have to look that one up. Maybe I can share that with you sometime. But
is that perhaps Baja?
It might be. It's got to be Baja something. Yeah. So that sounds like an interesting game, though. I would probably play that. I like racing games.
It would be very niche, because who'd really? I mean, apart from us streamers who are absolutely mental, who would really want to sit down and play a game, even for 6 hours straight? If you do a quarter for 24 hours as part of your team, what to do?
If I see that game get released and your name's not on it, then you heard it here first. It was your idea. So.
Yeah, if it.
Well, maybe not first.
If it came out, I'll be buying it. I'll be playing it, but I'll be one of a very few people, unfortunately.
Hey, I got one more question for you, and then I gotta wrap us up. Unfortunately, time just flew by with us tonight here. We just got told that ARC is going to be coming in the summertime, and with you guys always doing your pro game, thing, I gotta ask the question, Sammy. Give me your best prediction. When is ARC coming to Stadia?
I'm gonna sit my neck out and say July. All right. I don't think, obviously, June isn't happening. Or at least 1st of June isn't. Duncan will still say he's predicting 2nd of June. I'm not buying it'll be 2nd of June.
Well, summer doesn't start the 2nd of June. It's like the 9th of June or something, right? Oh,
I take summer as June, July, August.
Right.
I don't get on for all the solar calendar and whatnot. It's months of the year. That's kind of what people generally mean. Hey,
y'all heard it. Sammy said July, so when it drops in July, this was the show that broke the news. So, hey, Sammy, thank you so much, man. This was this was fantastic. You were a worthy opponent for Eli, and he was for you. I couldn't be happier with how this went today. So, congratulations to you for taking episode 6 here. You almost had Spaceman with the 8.
I almost had Spaceman. I'll have to come back and see if I can get him again.
Absolutely.
If you'll have me back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to do some kind of final bracket thing with the winners, and we'll figure everything out. So we'll be in touch, and I'll let you know how it's going, and I'll see you on Twitter. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, everybody. God, what a good episode. That was fantastic. I have so much energy right now because I still have like 3 more hours until my normal stream. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm sure my wife has some ideas for what she wants me to do around the house. But anyway, thank you so much. I've got to give a special shout out to Ejimix. This was actually supposed to be his time slot. He's now sliding to 5 o'clock. So please make sure you get over there and check out some Ejimix. He's fantastic. I'm not sure what game he is streaming, and I forgot to put your link up, but I apologize. But Ejimix will be next. I'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to do a little Risk of Rain 2 on our normal 8 o'clock stream. Don't forget, next week's Game Over, 7 o'clock. We're going to have Bryant Chappelle versus Eddie Player One. That's going to be a great matchup. And in between now and then, I'll see you guys around. I'll see you soon. You know what time it is. I got to roll the credits. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Happy gaming.